creeping, 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 creeping,
Good afternoon, I'm Logan Kephart.
And I'm Colton Flint. Welcome to CNN News, Krager News Network. This is our last broadcast of the year. Today we will be discussing news from around the world and throughout the states.
National news, approximately 1 month ago, the landslide that hit the community of Washington State is still under cleanup activities. The landscape was destroyed by a massive mudslide that produced over 6 feet of water in some areas. One spruce tree stands strong in the affected area and symbolizes strength and resilience.
After the 2010 BP oil spill, beachgoers are still finding small tar balls, while BP has contributed massive efforts to clean up the area. Debris still remains.
The state of Michigan attempted to outlaw affirmative action from their college admission procedures, which was taken to the Supreme Court, who decided that the state did have the authority to outlaw the policy.
The state of Georgia has approved gun law proposals that allow licensed weapons to be carried in any public place, including schools and parks. Look out, Atlanta.
Wrigley Field celebrated its 100th birthday this week. Mr. Weidmer, that's for you.
The U.S. decided to spend $11.4 million to search for a Malaysian flight that crashed just over a month ago. They spent $3.6 million for surveillance by a Navy submarine and $4,200 per flight hour to scour the bottom of the Indian Ocean.
Earlier this month, the Bureau of Land Management attempted to seize 1,000 head of cattle owned by the Bundy family. The agency claimed that man owed $1 million in grazing fees that haven't been paid since 1993. Special forces, including the Green Beret, were called as they called the rancher domestic terrorist for not paying his taxes. The citizens held their ground and forced special forces out, and were eventually given their cattle back. America.
In business news, Aereo is a company that has been picking up free TV signals, recording the programs, and selling it to the public for $8 a month. The cable news network is taking the case to the Supreme Court to determine if Aereo's actions are legal or if they infringe on copyright laws. A decision will be made within the next few months.
Netflix plans to raise their price for new subscribers $1 to $2 per month. Netflix already makes $348 million a month from their subscribers. So the question is, how much more money do they need? Subscribe now. Yes, Ms. Bry, before their time runs out.
Discoveries. A drone equipped with thermal cameras discovered a 1,000-year-old city in New Mexico buried deep in the earth.
NASA has discovered deep space travel can alter the astronaut's brain proteins that causes cognitive brain defects like lapsus and attention and slower reaction times.
As for international news, President Obama visited Japan during his one-week trip, where he will be visiting 4 countries, including South Korea, Malaysia, and the Philippines.
We have a special update on South Korea brought to you by our very own Marissa.
Thanks, boys. I'm Marissa Law, and I'll be telling you about the ferry. In South Korea on April 16th, the ferry flipped on its side and capsized with 476 people on board, including more than 300 high school students on a field trip. The death toll has raised to 181 people dead and 121 people missing. Hope for finding more survivors has vanished as divers have found no air pockets on the 3rd and 4th level of the ship where most people are suspected to have been trapped. Authorities have yet to find the cause of the wreck, but have widened investigation. They have begun questioning the captain, 14 crew members, and ship modification. We'll keep investigating and keep you updated. I'm Marissa, and we'll be sailing back to you.
Thank you, Marissa.
For the first time in history, 2 popes will be canonized at the same time. During this process, they will be named Catholic saints. To reach sainthood, you must complete 2 miracles. Pope John the 23rd and Pope John Paul II will be named saints this weekend.
Well, that's news, and I'm out of here.
You stay creepy, Craig. American News Network, brought to you by Diet Dr. Pepper. If you don't drink Diet Dr. Pepper, then you suck.